yesterday. There was sun and there was rain. Beauty in the mundane.
Hello everyone, welcome back to Life of a Millwife and Cooking with Kevin. We're going to do a couple different recipes today. The first one we're going to do is sugar-free chocolate chip cookies. We're doubling the batch, so what I'm reading out, obviously we're going to double it, except for the butter. We're going to cut back on the butter, but I'll still read what the actual measurement is for the butter. So we're going to do 1.5 cups of almond flour, half a teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 teaspoon baking soda, 7 tablespoons of butter, a half packed Splenda brown sugar, that's this stuff here, 1/4 cup stevia, 1 tablespoon of vanilla, and a large egg. The first thing we're going to do is, I'm going to pause because I'm getting a phone call. I'm back. Trying to remember where I left off. I think I already gave everybody the ingredients. The oven's going to be set for 350. We're going to bake them from 18 minutes. The first thing we're going to do is we're going to mix all the dry ingredients first. And because we're doing it double batch, it'll be 3 cups of almond flour. And, okay. Just got some pieces here to break up a little bit. Alright, so now it'll be a full teaspoon of baking powder. And a half of teaspoon of baking soda. That's it for those dry ingredients. We're just going to mix those up. Set this over here. Now we will do our wet ingredients into the mixer. So I did 7 tablespoons of butter because we're cutting the butter in half. And it's going to be a full cup of the Splenda pack. Using up a little bit that I have. that'll be a half a cup of the stevia. It'll be 2 large eggs, and then we're just going to mix this all in. And once we cream this up, then we'll add our almond flour. All mixed up, and I'm just going to add the chocolate chips in and just mix them in by hand. Alright, now we're going to add in chocolate chips. And these are the Krista Evolution of Sweet, sweetened with stevia. First time I've ever broken a spatula. Now, because this mix is kind of sticky, we will, once we put it onto our baking sheets, we'll stick it into the fridge, let them firm up, put them in about 10 minutes or so, and then we'll stick them in the oven. Here you go. That's our dough. Now we're going to get them onto the cookie sheets. Alright, just going to show you what I'm using here for the cookie dough. It's just a 2-inch scooper. I think we got it from Pantry Chef.
Yeah, I think so.
And they just scoop and put a ball onto the baking sheet. We don't, these ones here, you do not push them down or anything. You just leave them in the ball form. They will spread out. And we're just going to stick these into the fridge for about 10 minutes. Helps them firm up a little bit and so they don't spread out as much. Okay. There's the end product. The cookies turned out really good. A lot better than last time with reducing the butter. So they're a lot more firm than the last batch we did a while ago. So here we go. I already had one and they're delicious. I'm sure if you give it to somebody who eats normal cookies, that they can tell the difference. You can tell the difference because it has the sweetener in it. But I'll tell you, it's really nice to be able to eat a cookie and not feel bad. So, anyways, stay tuned for part 2, which is going to be the bread. And welcome to part 2, which is the almond flour bread recipe. So we got dry ingredients, wet ingredients. So the dry ingredients is going to be 2 1/4 cups of almond flour, 1/4 cup of ground flaxseed, 1/2 teaspoon of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of fine sea salt. The wet ingredients are going to be 5 large eggs or 4 jumbo eggs, 1 tablespoon of honey, 1 tablespoon of extra virgin olive oil, and 1 tablespoon of apple cider vinegar. And then for herbs, you don't have to have them. We are, I'm actually going to use this cheesy bacon and chive mix. That's what Kelly used the last time that she made this bread. And you wouldn't even tell that's the seasoning, but it's still giving it a nice flavor. So you preheat the oven, 350. We're going to mix the dry ingredients, then we're going to throw in the wet. And then into a 9x5 baking pan. And I have parchment paper in there. Then we'll pop it in the oven for approximately 30 to 35 minutes. All right, well, let's get our dry ingredients in and get them mixed up. And use a food processor for this. Okay, 1/4 cup of ground flaxseed. half a teaspoon of baking powder. And a half teaspoon of the sea salt. Okay. And it says to pulse this about 10 pulses. Okay. Looks like it's blended up. Now we are going to add in the wet ingredients. We're going to mix until it's well combined. So it says about 20 seconds. And yes, I need a scraper. Scrape down the edges. And we're going to do that, and then we'll add in the fine herbs after. So we need our 5 large eggs. Towel. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So that is the 5 eggs. Now a tablespoon of honey. A tablespoon of the extra virgin olive oil. Tablespoon of apple vinegar cider, or apple cider vinegar. We're going to mix this for about 20 seconds until it's well mixed. Okay. Okay, now we're going to do the fine herbs. It calls for 2 teaspoons of fresh thyme and 2 teaspoons of rosemary, which are finely chopped, but we're going to go with our seasoning we have here. So it's going to be a total of 4 teaspoons. And back on and mix them in. All right. And it is thick. Okay. That is it. I need to do another batch, but I'm not going to put you through that. Again, you don't need to see that. When it's done, baked, and ready to taste test, we will bring you back. Thank you. There it is. All done. I had to put it in for an extra 5 minutes to finish it up. That's all right. It looks good. And we'll bring you back to the taste test. The taste test. All right, got some margin on it. Turned out really good.
It did turn out good. It's really good.
A little dry. Well,
I don't know. I thought it was good. So
just the top part.
I thought it was quite delish.
It is, but I think, well, I'll do next time. So I'll actually get almond extract. Add almond extract instead of the seasoning.
I also was thinking of putting some of the sugar-free chocolate chips in it. Kind of like what you do with banana bread.
Or that goes with banana bread, sort of. Yeah, I mean, I'm not saying you can't.
I would love it.
But I just think with chocolate chips alone, just, I don't know.
Yum yum.
It's not good.
Alternative to all those stupid carbs.
Mm-hmm.
So there we go.
Right.
We'll see you next time. Bye bye.